right, let's head to the southern border now. And the winter months can bring a new danger to those trying to cross into the U.S., as well as for those patrolling in Texas and New Mexico. While the desert can cause heat-related illnesses and death, of course, in the summer, this time of year, it's the bitter cold that puts both migrants and Border Patrol in danger. So let's get out to News Nation's Allie Bradley, who was live in Sanderson, Texas. Allie, how does the temperature affect operations there?
Yeah, Nicole, believe it or not, the desert here in Texas does get pretty cold. We dropped over 30 degrees just from yesterday, and in the coming days, we're expecting it to get below freezing. So that is a reality out here in Texas. And the issue is the remote vastness of the Big Bend sector, which is where we're standing, and it's outright dangerous. Border Patrol is warning of the cold and the rough conditions out here right now. And out here, once they cross, they have a minimum of 20 miles to clear after they cross the border. One migrant who was stranded out here in the middle of nowhere, he actually used dead cactus stalks. Check this out. He spelled the word help, signaling an SOS that a rancher actually saw and then alerted law enforcement to that call. This is very reminiscent of what we witnessed alongside the sheriff when he rescued an 18-year-old migrant from Mexico. You probably remember Hector in March, where he had been left behind by a group that he was traveling with. He nearly died out here. And sadly, the sheriff says he would have been a statistic. Sheriff Cleveland says they have recovered 43 bodies in the last 4 years. Historically, they have averaged 1 or 2 deaths a year. Sheriff Cleveland says while these SOS calls do seem innocent, there could be something more nefarious behind it. Take a listen. Is there a chance, we saw this individual, he didn't look hurt, he didn't look unhealthy. Is there a chance that these individuals could be a distraction?
Oh, most definitely. We've had similar experiences before where we've had calls, whether it's for a call of distress or maybe a call out on the highway, where we've certainly thought that they were trying to distract us by putting us in one area while they do the end around, if you will, and get through another area. So
it's that kind of what we've been talking about, where they distract you with a shiny thing right here. Look, a help sign, come help us. But we're moving something more nefarious through the hole over here now that we've created because we pulled you off the line.
For sure, common tactic that we see not just here, but across the border in its entirety.
And the dangers begin well before these people even arrive to our southern border. These two men were in a group encountered by Border Patrol. Both had sustained gunshot wounds in Mexico that they reportedly sustained from rival smugglers. Now, Sheriff Cleveland says oftentimes these individuals are ones traversing through this area, Nicole, that don't want to be found. And the reality here is that a lot of them aren't found. They have a lot of people who perish out there. And he says they know of at least 6 bodies that they still have to go out there and recover based on conversations that they're unfortunately having with family members looking for them.
Absolutely. All right. Allie Bradley live for us there in Texas. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.